On January 22, 2024, the Ram Temple in Ayodhya was inaugurated by PM Narendra Modi after the 2019 Supreme Court verdict granting the site to Hindus. The ceremony was attended by several celebrities. A diplomatic row was triggered between India and Maldives after three Maldivian leaders posted derogatory remarks against Prime Minister Narendra Modi and mocked him over his trip to Lakshadweep. This led to people tweeting "Boycott Maldives" on X, a move that many believe was driven by the new Maldivian president's anti-India stance. General elections were held in India from April 19th to June 1st, 2024 in 7 phases, one of the longest elections held in the country. The results were declared on June 4th to form the 18th Lok Sabha. On 7 June 2024, Prime Minister Narendra Modi confirmed the support of 293 MPs. This marked Mr. Modi's third term as Prime Minister and his first time heading a coalition government with the Telugu Desam Party of Andhra Pradesh and Janata Dal United of Bihar emerging as two main allies. India won 6 medals including a silver and 5 bronze in the 2024 Paris Olympics. While the 6 medals gave many reasons to celebrate, India's campaign at the Olympics was also filled with many near misses, including that of Lakshya Sen in badminton, Saiko Mirabai Chanu in weightlifting and Vinesh Phogat's disqualification from the wrestling final. The year 2024 was marked by an escalation of armed conflict across the Middle East. Alongside the relentless bombing of Gaza, Israel expanded operations into Lebanon to target Hamas ally Hezbollah, whose militants have fired hundreds of rockets into Israel. For the first time in 2 decades, Israel also exchanged fire with Iran, while Syria witnessed the spectacular fall of Bashar al-Assad's regime at the hands of Turkish-backed rebels. The CBI formally arrested Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal in the Delhi excise policy case on June 26th. The Delhi CM was initially arrested by the Enforcement Directorate on March 21st on money laundering charges linked to the liquor policy case. In September, the Aam Aadmi Party unanimously chose Atishi to succeed Arvind Kejriwal as the Chief Minister of Delhi. With over 230 people confirmed dead, the landslides in Wayanad on July 30th find their place among some of the most fatal landslides to have occurred in India. Churalmala and Mundakai villages were hit by devastating landslides triggered by torrential downpour. On June 29, 2024, the Indian men's cricket team achieved its first ICC trophy in 11 years by winning the 2024 T20 World Cup, defeating South Africa under Rohit Sharma's captaincy. Key performances from Jasprit Bumrah, Virat Kohli and others contributed significantly to the win. This victory marked a fitting end to Rahul Dravid's coaching tenure, bringing joy to millions of fans. In August, Bangladesh faced an upheaval with the ouster of longtime Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina after weeks of protests and clashes that killed over 600 people and pushed the country to the brink of chaos. What began as students' protests over government jobs became a large-scale revolt against the country's longest-serving Prime Minister. The 84-year-old Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus was favored by the student protesters to lead the interim government. On August 9, 2024, the rape and murder of a 31-year-old female postgraduate trainee doctor at R.G. Kar Medical College and Hospital in Kolkata shook the entire nation, sparking nationwide and international protests by junior doctors and medical professionals for several days. On September 18, 2024, this election marked the first time in a decade that Jammu and Kashmir voters elected a new assembly. It was also the first assembly election since the 2019 legislation that struck down Article 370 and bifurcated the erstwhile state into 2 union territories. The National Conference-led alliance won a clear mandate in Jammu and Kashmir, winning 49 seats in the 90-seat assembly. Donald Trump emerged victorious in the 2024 US elections, beating Democratic nominee Kamala Harris. He will assume office as the 48th President of the United States in January. With a win in Wisconsin, Trump cleared the 270 electoral votes needed to clinch the presidency. Federal prosecutors in New York on November 21st indicted Adani Group chairman Gautam Adani, his nephew Sagar Adani and 6 others on multiple counts of fraud. The charges stem from an alleged multi-billion-dollar scheme to bribe Indian officials in exchange for favorable terms on solar power contracts, which were projected to generate over $2 billion in profits. History was made on the small island of Sentosa in Singapore on December 12th as D. Gukesh became the youngest world chess champion ever after defeating Ding Liren of China in the final game. The 18-year-old from Chennai broke the record held by the Russian Garry Kasparov for nearly 4 decades. As the year drew to a close, former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh passed away aged 92 in New Delhi. Dr. Singh, who was the Prime Minister for 2 terms in the Congress-led UPA government from 2004 to 2014, had been in poor health for the last few months. As Finance Minister under former Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao, he was the architect of economic reforms in 1991 that changed the course of India's economic trajectory.